news. Belizean soldier killed in horrific motorcycle crash. Officers seize illegal weapon and ammunition in Benque Viejo del Carmen. Belizean officers seize illegal weapon and ammunition in Benque Viejo del Carmen. Alliance for Democracy claims a major win at UDP convention, but Shine Borrow is unfazed. And October marks Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Belize joins global fight with fundraising initiatives. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. Good evening with your news also simulcast on Face FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. The Che family in southern Belize is reeling from the untimely and tragic loss of 26-year-old Genaro Che Jr., who was killed in a horrific traffic accident last night. The crash occurred around 6:30 p.m. as Che was riding his motorcycle in the Jacintaville area. Reports indicate that Che collided with a pickup truck that was traveling in the opposite direction. Eyewitness accounts and photos obtained by CTV3 News reveal the devastating nature of the accident, with Che reportedly dying on impact. The images show the motorcycle severely mangled and flung into the bushes, while the pickup truck was also left in ruins. Tragically, it has been confirmed that Che was not wearing a helmet at the time of the incident. The 26-year-old soldier, who lived in Silver Creek, was off duty at the time of the accident. We understand he was due back at work at 2 p.m. but never did. The reason why is being investigated. For now, it is known Che had been socializing with a friend, another BDF soldier. This accident is particularly poignant for the Che family, as it marks yet another chapter of heartache connected to the family's history. 26 years prior, Genaro Che Jr.'s father faced a grim fate on the very same highway. He was robbed, shot, and killed by assailants from Guatemala while en route to purchase a generator for their home. His family was shortcut just 1 week before he was set to marry his beloved. Genaro Che Jr. was born just 1 month after his father's murder. Genaro Che Jr. had served in the BDF for 7 years as a member of Alpha Company in the 1st Infantry Battalion. His colleagues described him as a quiet, productive, and committed individual. His father, Genaro Che, also served on the force. In a successful operation yesterday, local law enforcement officers conducted a search in a bushy lot in the Chapel Hill area of Benque Viejo del Carmen, leading to the recovery of a dangerous weapon and significant ammunition. During their search, officers uncovered a rifle identified as a 5.56 M4 carbine, notable for its lack of a serial number, raising concerns about its origin and legality. Accompanying the firearm were multiple magazines, 1 loaded extended plastic magazine, 2 metal magazines, and 1 black extended automatic plastic magazine, totaling 40 live rounds of ammunition. Authorities reported that no individuals were present in the immediate vicinity at the time of the discovery. The items have been entered into evidence as found property as police continue their investigations. The Alliance for Democracy, as we told you on Monday, went ahead with its unity convention over the weekend, which saw over 300 UDP delegates, which represent over 70% of the party's total, come out to cast their votes. In an overwhelming majority, the delegates present voted to have Moses Shine-Barrow recalled as leader of the UDP. As a result, Tracy Tigger-Panton was named interim leader. Now, while Tracy and her throng of supporters greatly celebrate what they call a major win for the UDP, Shine-Barrow maintains his position as leader of the opposition and says he is not at all threatened by Sunday's happenings as it was not a UDP-sanctioned event and thus has no bearings on his current position as the party's leader.
I always maintained to you that I had 18 to 19 standard bearers. None of those standard bearers went to that event. Maybe one or two of their delegates went, but I believe it says a lot that none of them attended. And that gives me hope and optimism as to the way forward, because it shows that my colleagues believe in me. It shows that all the lies by Patrick Farber, who doesn't even live in Belize, he lives in the States. He comes in, engages in his torched, scorched earth tactics, and then he leaves. But the fact of the matter is, the narratives that have been spun about me, the lies that have been told about me, if that is in fact how people felt, that would have been the day that you would have seen maybe at least half of the 18 go, but not one of them. Then you go to
Barrow concedes that Tracy and the Alliance had supporters within the party. He maintains that everyone who was out on Sunday have traditionally been opposed to his leadership and thus bear no surprise to him.
I'm doing the UDP and the country a favor by parting ways with some of these people. Boots Martinez, accused of rampant corruption. The gentleman, Mr. Castro, embroiled in corruption. Saldiva, Erwin Contreras. Right? Imagine a woman championing women, but then has the hammerman next to her in Patrick Farber, whose history of violence against women is more than any of us. So I'm just trying to understand, how could I be bothered by a group of people that will hate Shine-Barrow no matter what? Have spent the last 8 months in particular, because everything intensified after the municipal elections. That was their opening. Because this is not any genuine attempt to right the ship or to put us in a position to win, because as much as you crucified me, you said it, we are no closer. The UDP is even further now after Sunday, even more weak than we were previously. So what is it they're trying to accomplish other than, as you say, they can't take Shine-Barrow?
While there are reports that more than 300 delegates from across the countries, including from Barrow's own constituency of Mesopotamia, went out on Sunday to vote against him, Barrow says there is no proof that those figures are real.
If people are...
If you can't hold your own delegate pool, it's only 16 people.
No, listen, I don't know. I don't know who you saw, so I can't tell you. I can't tell you whether they are currently delegates, but if you do recall, we had an endorsement convention last year for all of the standard bearers that were endorsed. So my delegate pool has changed, so it could be delegates that used to be delegates that are no longer delegates. I can't, it's difficult to fight in the dark.
Queen Square, all 16 of the delegates
Yes.
went. That was emphatic. That's a division that the boroughs have controlled for 40 years.
Yes.
Those people want nothing to do with Shine-Barrow.
And that is a reflection of Godwin Haylock. Let me tell you this, many of those delegates are new delegates. Those are not the delegates, all of them, that were there during the Dean Barrow Sister B era. I can tell you that for sure because I have spoken with Sister B, and she has had nothing to do with the picking of delegates, because as much as they try to tell you how you go about choosing delegates, once Mr. Haylock became the standard bearer, he changed his delegates. So those are his delegates. He is the standard bearer for Queen Square, and that is how he feels about me. And so you would expect that. Who verified that those were in fact the delegates? And according to the Constitution of the United Democratic Party, who is supposed to verify that? The Secretary General. Who is supposed to go over that with the Secretary General? The party chairman. Who is supposed to then go over what the party chairman and the Secretary General did? The National Party Council. This is a process to protect the integrity of the elections.
And so, without any indication otherwise, tonight the Shine Barrow-led executive still holds onto the leadership of the party and controls the headquarters, the secretariat, and the leader of the opposition seat. One standard bearer whom Shine Barrow had counted on was Orange Walk East standard bearer for the UDP, former Minister Elodio Aragon. However, like many of the former members of the UDP government, Aragon has seemingly abandoned the Barrow camp. In a release issued this week, Aragon calls out the leader, saying, and quote, "driven our party into this undesirable and serious predicament. It is sad to see that the executive has taken the ill-conceived stance to expel long-standing UDPs, to even believe that by doing so we will fix the problem that has been created by the suspension of the party constitution is just mind-boggling." Aragon says the party has three choices, and one of them is to, quote, "ask the party leader to seriously consider to relinquish the leadership of the United Democratic Party." To this, Barrow says he is not surprised.
No problem. I respect that. But he was never a Shine supporter. Let us be real. He's a Patrick Farber supporter. He blatantly supported Tracy Pantan.
But he was one of your group that you were counting on.
I was, no problem, but I'm just telling you it was not a surprise. He has always been a Farber and Tracy supporter, so it is not a shock or a devastating blow. However, if you look at his letter is not recognizing what happened on Sunday, other than to say, you know, supporters were there, let us not dismiss it and put our heads in the sand. It's something that we need to deal with. He, you know, say, Shine, the people have elected Tracy, you know, join us. He's asking the leader and the leadership to consider all that has happened.
He's saying that
One of Barrow's most staunch supporters from the north, however, continues to be Corozal North standard bearer Ugo Pat, who has publicly distanced himself from the alliance, even though he was included as one of their deputy leaders. A statement from Pat states, "I, Ugo Pat, would like to clearly state that I am not associated with the event held this past Sunday by the Alliance for Democracy." Pat reiterated that he continues to serve as the duly elected first deputy party leader and a member of the national executive and leadership team, alongside Moses Shine Barrow, Chairman Michael Perifeet, and Deputy Chairman Alberto August. He says all were elected at the National Party Convention on August 13, 2023. As a dedicated and loyal member of the United Democratic Party, I will continue to work and advocate for our party and the people of Corozal North. Tropical storm Nadine unleashed its fury on Belize over the weekend, bringing torrential rainfall and strong winds that impacted northern regions and island communities. The storm, which began affecting the country late Friday night, was expected by meteorologists, but the extent of its rainfall surprised many. According to the chief meteorologist, Belize experienced heavy showers and thunderstorms starting the evening of October 13th, with the situation intensifying by Saturday morning. Reports indicate that some areas in northern Belize received as much as 12 inches of rain, leading to concerns about flooding and potential damage to infrastructure. Mayor Wally Nunes of San Pedro Town Council expressed his observations regarding the storm's impact on the island community.
We were preparing through NEMO here in San Pedro. We were following all the guidelines from NEMO, and it luckily here on the island we didn't have any much damage. We had a lot of wind, we had some wave action, and some people who had their boats, they did had a little problem with their boats getting filled with water, but there was no major issues here on the island. Thankfully, we were spared from this one.
Coming up next, Belize officials attend a critical meeting in Honduras to combat New World screw worm threat. Stay tuned.
This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers! We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't left this plan. I can't left this plan.
As traffic congestion on San Pedro Island continues to escalate, local authorities are taking decisive steps to mitigate the issue ahead of the peak tourist season. Under the leadership of Mayor Wally Nunes, the San Pedro Town Council has announced plans to implement a resolution that will prohibit large trucks and trailer trucks from traversing the town's core effective April 2025. The growing congestion has been a persistent challenge for the island over the years, exacerbated during the school season when traffic peaks with parents dropping off and picking up their children. Mayor Nunes emphasized the need for immediate action to protect the island's tourism and business sectors, which have been significantly impacted by ongoing vehicular congestion.
Initially, when we took office, we inherited a big problem with traffic on the island. Traffic congestion has been a problem ever since we took office, and we have been trying to find ways on how to mitigate this issue. One of the issues we definitely know is the large trucks delivering material, and that has been something that the entire community has been vocal about, and they have been bringing concerns that they want us to do something about it. There has been many ideas that has been brought up that maybe we can do a bypass or even a causeway has been brought up as a solution. However, all of these things are more of a long-term solution. We need something more immediate. We know that these trucks have been helping a lot with the material being brought down for all the road works that we have been doing. And for the past 2 years, we have been doing a lot of road works in different areas. This doesn't mean that the road works will stop. I mean, the paving of these roads, we have almost reached to the end of what we will be paving at the moment. However, there are some other plans to pave other roads, but these trucks have been working to bring in material in different areas, and even areas that are not being planned on being paved, that we also have to work on. But these trucks have been affecting our tourism. We know it for a fact. It has been affecting the roads. It has been also affecting the traffic flow. So we brought it up to the council, and we decided that we need to make some changes. So the banning of the trucks would be on the town core, and they will be well, they will be barging the material from the back area, which is the lagoon side.
Facilitate a smoother transition, the San Pedro Town Council is currently in discussions with two barge companies that have expressed support for the initiative, which aims to redirect large vehicles away from the busy town center. This decision comes as part of a broader effort to enhance the quality of life for residents and visitors alike.
Well, the town core that we are proposing here would be from the bridge, from the Boca del Rio Bridge, down to the South gas station, the South gas station for Caribbean. This would be the area where they would not be permitted to come in. They would be permitted to be barged through the back, which two companies at the moment have been saying that they will be working on barging the trucks with the material. It's quite a short distance from the north to the marina. So in order for them to come into town core, they would have to obtain a permit from the council, and they would have to justify for what reason they are bringing it, and depending on the time, and it would also depend on getting escort service from the traffic department.
Okay, and anything about, should you break these rules? What happens?
Well, definitely we will be looking at that, and there will be fines that we're working on with the Ministry of Transport. I can't tell you a number at the moment until we can get that as part of the SI. But also, they would not be allowed to cross the bridge. So that from there is where we can stop the or can control the trucks from coming into the town center.
When asked about the specifics regarding enforcement and infractions related to the new regulations, Mayor Nunes indicated that details are still in the works. However, he assured the public that the administration is committed to creating a framework that prioritizes safety and accessibility. As you heard, residents of the picturesque island town of San Pedro can look forward to a significant improvement in traffic conditions as Mayor Wally Nunes announces a ban on large trucks and trailer trucks set to take effect in April 2025. The decision comes in response to persistent concerns about the increasingly congested streets, which have been choked by oversized vehicles navigating the town's already narrow roads. As the island continues to thrive as a tourist destination, the influx of commercial traffic has become a major point of contention. However, the mayor acknowledged that the ban on large trucks is just one part of a larger traffic dilemma facing the island. A secondary issue has emerged surrounding the ever-increasing number of golf carts populating the streets. While these vehicles are a popular mode of transportation for both residents and tourists, their volume has raised concerns about traffic congestion and safety. According to the mayor, earlier this year, the San Pedro Town Council halted the licenses for the importation of new golf carts as a measure to control the growing number on the island.
Well, it goes through the traffic control committee. This is something very important to note, that the town council doesn't issue the permits to anybody who applies. They do apply at the San Pedro Town Council, but it is brought up to a board, which is called the Ambargoski Traffic Control Committee. The board did, however, have they were not issuing any permits for golf cart rentals. They were not issuing any permits for any vehicles larger than a golf cart, which was any UTVs or any cars, trucks. This was done in order to do an assessment. But golf carts and motorcycles for personal use, they have been issuing to individuals depending on the area where they live. and depending on the parking. So that is something that goes through the Ambargoski Traffic Control Committee.
Every year, October is observed as Breast Cancer Awareness Month around the globe. The event is celebrated annually here in Belize, where charities from across the country organize events to raise awareness and also to raise funds to help those fighting the disease. Here in Orange Walk, the Cancer Support Group has partnered with Best Fit Pharmacy to sell stickers promoting cancer awareness in an effort to raise funds to support its members. The creative stickers are decorated with a traditional pink ribbon, which helps to educate and raise awareness about the breast cancer and its victims. This is the fourth year that the team at Best Fit Pharmacy is partnering with the Cancer Group to help raise awareness about this dreadful disease. The stickers are sold for $2 each and come in 2 different unique designs. Anyone interested in purchasing one of these memorabilia can visit Best Fit Pharmacy on Park Street or contact any member of the Orange Walk Cancer Support Group.
You can get it here at Best Fit Pharmacy, which is located at number 2 Park Street, Orange Walk Town. You can also contact the Orange Walk Cancer Support Group on Facebook. You can reach out to us also via telephone at 613-2378. You can contact us on Facebook and Instagram, or you can contact us via WhatsApp. Again, all the proceeds go to the Cancer Support Group. So it's a great initiative that we're very, very honored and very happy to be a part of.
For orders, you can contact Best Fit Pharmacy at phone number 613-2378 or any of their social media platforms. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
In a concerted effort to protect Belize's livestock industry from the New World screwworm, Minister of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise Jose Abelardo May, along with CEO Servo Labaiza and advisor Hugh O'Brien, are currently in Honduras for crucial discussions on the pest threat. After this meeting, the delegation plans to travel to Panama to address the same pressing concern. The meetings, which involve collaboration from the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture and the United States Department of Agriculture, along with the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, and the Belize Agricultural Health Authority, seek to enhance regional awareness, information dissemination, and strategic campaigns aimed at preventing the New World screwworm from infiltrating Belize. These efforts are deemed vital for maintaining Belize's screwworm-free status, a status achieved through vigilant monitoring and proactive measures. In mid-September, the emergence of 8 New World screwworm cases in southern Honduras, specifically in the Cholotolca and Olungcha departments, prompted the Honduran government to declare a national animal health alert. In response, immediate preventative and elimination measures were put in place alongside intensified surveillance, particularly in the affected areas. The collaboration between IICA, USDA, MFAFC, and BAHA underscores the importance of regional cooperation in addressing agricultural threats and ensuring food security. Belize maintains free of screwworms, and with ongoing vigilance and coordinated efforts, the country hopes to sustain this status for as long as possible. Despite the perceived severe threat to the livestock industry posed by the New World screwworm, Emilio Aguilar, director of the National Service of Agricultural Health and Food Safety, emphasized that all warm-blooded animals, including birds and humans, are susceptible to this disease. He noted that the greatest economic losses typically occur in cattle, sheep, and goats, with affected animals suffering from weight loss and, in severe cases, mortality. The New World screwworm is caused by the larva of the fly, which lays its egg in open wounds of warm-blooded animals, including humans. In Belize, the Ministry of Agriculture has intensified its prevention campaign since the disease first appeared in the region, starting in Panama. MEFSE urged Belizeans, particularly farmers, to report any sightings of worm-infested wounds to a veterinarian and to inform BAHA at 824-4872 or via text at 670-7003. As the meetings progress in Central America, the collaboration signifies a proactive approach to safeguard Belize's agricultural sector from emerging threats. Honorable Florencia Marin Jr., Minister of National Defense and Border Security, along with Honorable Oscar Mira, Minister of State, Colonel Anthony Velasquez, Deputy Commander of the Belize Defense Force, and Lieutenant Commandant Alma Pinelo, Acting Vice Commandant of the Belize Coast Guard, has returned from the 16th Conference of Defense Ministers of the Americas held in Mendoza, Argentina. From October 13 to the 16th, Belize's delegation joined representatives from 23 countries to discuss and strengthen cooperation on regional security, peace, and mutual support. Led by Honorable Florencia Marin Jr., the delegation reinforced Belize's commitment to UNSCR 1325 on women, peace, and security, which promotes the active role of women in the Belize Armed Forces. The team also emphasized Belize's focus on humanitarian assistance and disaster relief efforts in the region, stressing the importance of environmental protection as a vital part of national security. Additionally, Belize reaffirmed its determination to combat transnational organized crime, working closely with regional partners, advancing the use of modern technology, and expanding collaboration with CARICOM and the OAS. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Wednesday, October 23rd, here on CTV3 News and Faceta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News VZ. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.